Hey, what's up you guys? Blackwing K here, and just look at that scenery out there. So beautiful, isn't it? My goodness, how can you... I love Liyue. Liyue is gorgeous. Liyue is gorgeous at night. Just look at that. Oh my god. Anyway, how's it going, guys? Welcome to another video, another Genshin Impact video. This one is going to be the continuation to Xiao's story, I believe. There should have been an update for Xiao.
We could go foraging for ingredients.
Sorry for dropping you like that. Let's just take a quick picture here, because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. There we go. Dude, I have so many pictures saved, it's not even funny. But yeah, let's go to that new story quest. What are we doing? It is Currents Deep Beneath the Lanterns. This is the Lantern Rite Part 2. Okay, so this is just more... That's right, more quests to complete. I thought it was going to be an extension to Xiao's story quest. That's what I believed it to be. But I guess we're not getting that anytime soon. I'm sad. Big time sad. But who's it going to be for... What quest are we doing this time? Let's see.
Hello again, Wangya. How's the Mingqiao lantern construction coming along?
Good to see you two. The Mingqiao lantern is coming along smoothly, thank you. We're almost done collecting the required plastrite. The project should be completed in a few days. You'll have to come by when it's done.
Plastrite? By the way, I have like hundreds of plastrite because I think that's what you get when you mine just regular ores and whatnot. And I've been doing that a lot for the past week since the event started, since the Lantern Rite started. So I have a lot of that.
Plastrite is the main component of any Mingqiao lantern. Most of the donations we get from the city folk are either Mora or plastrite. A lot of them carve their heart's desires onto the plastrite they donate, as a prayer for good fortune and other blessings.
If you need any more donations, just talk to me. Give me a shout, because I have a lot. I have a lot to donate.
Paimon wants some good fortune too. Let's find some plastrite and make a wish.
Since you seem so eager to donate, how about you keep your eyes open for less common varieties of plastrite? Those are the ones we lack the most at the moment. One is called azurite. It is occasionally found in the northern part of Mount Tianheng.
Oh, okay. I don't have any of that. All right. She basically told me like, oh yeah, all that stuff you've been collecting, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the special kind. So it's called the azurite?
When azurite gets caught in the roots of ordinary vegetation, it sometimes produces bloaty floaties, which have floating seeds. The other one is called vermilionite, which is extremely dangerous as far as most people are concerned. In Guili Plains, old ruin hunters who have lost the power of flight use vermilionite to keep themselves airborne.
What? Oh god. I hope this is not going where I think it's going. Oh, by the way, I'd never noticed. So, this is supposed to be a decoration of Moon Carver, right? Like a little statue, whatnot, that they made decoration for the lantern, right? One of the antlers is still not finished, so you know, you can tell like we're still not yet done with the Lantern Rite Festival. They're still getting things ready, but it still looks so beautiful already. But yeah, are we gonna have to fight ruin hunters to get some vermilionite? Is that what you're telling me? Or no, you're just saying that the ruin hunters use that to keep themselves airborne? Jesus. We'll head out to look for those
order,
then.
But I'm sure you can manage.
And thus we begin part 2 of the Lantern Rite. Currents deep beneath the lanterns. So we have to obtain azurite from bloaty floaties and obtain vermilionite from the ruin hunters. Damn. Okay, so this team this party is not going to... Oh yeah, this is a good opportunity to actually talk about my team comps that I have going on. So from very early on, like way early on, I gave these names here. So High Constellation. High Const means High Constellation. Ganyu is not High Constellation. I kind of just changed it here. The only ones who are High Constellation right now are Xiangling and Xinyan. Xinyan is C6, Xiangling is C5, but you know, I intend to have my full constellation team here, who I want to work with. Top tier is usually who I'm mostly playing with, but to increase their friendship. This team comp sucks, I'll be honest with you. Like, yeah, sure, we got Diluc and Ningguang, my two main DPS, while Sucrose and Barbara like sub DPS slash support. But this team composition, it blows. It blows. So it's not that good. I literally have these four together because they're the highest in friendship level, and I want to increase that friendship level, you know, to get more of the banners that I can show off, right? So Boss X Death, or just Boss Death if you don't want to say the X. This is the party I have set up for when I want to fight the Primo Geovishep. You know, for now, this is the current setup I use. Really, all I use is Ganyu in that fight and Diona for the shield. Xiao and Ningguang are just there for, you know, to look pretty, basically. And then Trial Death. The last trial I was doing was to get the Prosperity for Xiao, you know, to level up his talents. I'm actually working really hard on Xiao. I did kind of, you know, I worked hard on Ganyu to get her where she's at, but right now I'm really focusing on Xiao. So this was the team comp that I used in that trial, because we needed water, ice, and lightning, I believe, to take out the ones there to, you know, get them prosperity talent books to level up. So who am I going to use right now for this one? If I'm going to be fighting Ruin, let me change Trial Death. Alright, so we're going to be playing with these characters for now. Diona, Xinyan, Xiao, and Ningguang. Because, you know, Ningguang is still kind of powerful. And I like using Xiao right now. I'm really my favorite character at this moment. And Xinyan, I built her up a bit. And I'm, you know, a little satisfied with how she plays. So I'm using her. And Diona, for the Ruin Hunters, just any arrow, you know, to fly up in the sky to shoot it down. You know what I mean? Alright, so where are we going? Where are we going? So there's two locations it wants us to go to. Oh man, sometimes these long pauses is what bothers me on the PlayStation 4. Like, you won't experience that on the PC from what I know, or even the PS5, you know. If anything, I feel more incentivized to get the PS5 because I will have a better gaming experience in Genshin Impact than I have on the PS4 at the moment, you know? That's how I see it. So who's here? If I had to guess, it's something else is here, and the Ruin Hunter is here. So let me see. Let me see if my guess was correct. I'm trying to go for the Ruin Hunter first to get the Vermilionite. Vermilionite sounds kind of cool as well. So we're trying to go for that first. So yeah, loading screens, what I hate about this on the PS4 as well, the loading screens. Like here, for example, like I'll still be on, like I've already loaded into the world, but I'm still stuck on the loading screen, so time is expiring. You know how difficult that was during the food delivery event? Oh my god, that was so frustrating. So which one is closer? That one up there.
I'm here.
What are those hilly trails surrounding? Oh, there's like a fire, the torch thingy. I've already lit that up. Let me not disturb them. I really don't want to fight right now. Not them. I should conserve my energy for the Ruin Hunter. They're probably going to see me anyway. They always have such good eyesight. What do you call this? The future sight ability? Their hockey? The observation hockey. That's what they have. The hilly trolls have amazing observation hockey. They see you from miles away. Oh, what? I've never done this? Dude, you see how I always find stuff? Like, I've explored this area to death, but you still find a lot. No, guys, I'm not that good at, this minigame thing. Oh, that was for Azurite. Oh, you tricked me. That's evil. That is evil. You tricked me. I was expecting a treasure chest here. I thought that this was a new little puzzle thing that I haven't done. And I'm like, dude, that is strange. Like, how have I never done this before? I've explored this region to death. I mean, look at this. Everything's 100%. I've already said this. Everything's at 100%. So it's very rare for me to miss something like that. But damn. Okay, I guess I'm leaving. But yeah, I'm not always that good with the bow and arrow shooting those floating balloons things. Like, I'm not. There's been a lot of times I've struggled. Back in the early days with Fischl, I've struggled a lot with that. Oh boy. Alright, so is the Ruin Hunter gonna be here? Of course he is. My guess was wrong. See, the thing is, there's usually a ruined guard here. I guess he took out the ruined guard. You ever notice that, guys? In the map, where you can find the ruin hunters, you ever notice how there's always, like, ruined guard corpses? It makes sense. He's called the ruin hunter. I never really put that together. He's like the hunter of them. He kills them. That's all I know. He kills the ruin guards, which is something pretty interesting. I don't think it's ever been brought up before. That little tidbit. All right, let's go, guy. Let's go. All right, let's see how we do this.
It's nothing.
Oh, you're not that strong.
Your life
Hit you with that.
Feel the beat.
So I really wish I have too many physical attackers here. Well, actually, you know, Ningguang will work well. Because something about the ruin hunters and ruin guards, they have high defense in the physical damage area, so you know you have to have a magic user, you know, like Barbara, Klee. Any of them would be good. Any of them that doesn't do physical damage will be good against the ruin guards and ruin hunters. Oh, I think you're done. Oh, you actually hit me, you bastard. You hit me twice. That's amazing. Okay, I guess I won. That wasn't too hard. You know, I'm so used to, the last time I fought a ruin hunter, it was during the bounties. So I occasionally do the bounties if I'm running short on money. You know, it's an easy way to get like a couple of 100K for that week with the bounties. So they usually have ruin hunters that are excessively aggressive, and they're so powerful. It's like, you know, it takes me a while to beat them. That's why, you know, it's a little challenging with the bounties. But with the right team, you know, you can take them out still. But I'm so used to the ruin hunters being like that. Again, these loading screens kill me. If it continues like that, I'll obviously just like cut out the loading screens, because you know, this is taking me way back. Like, I'm sure if you can look back to my older videos, this is how I used to be with Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, I want to say. I literally used to do videos like this, but that was with the old capture card, the whatchamacallit, the Elgato.
We're
Yeah.
back with a fresh supply of azurite and vermilionite.
I knew I could count on you. Let me see. Yep, without a doubt, these are azurite and vermilionite. But don't you want to make your wishes? You brought back just enough materials for both of you. Come on, get carving.
Oh, nice. So they carved their wishes with the azurite
Paimon prays for a
and vermilionite.
bottomless stomach to eat more delicacies with.
Hey, you can't say your wish or it won't come true.
Paimon see.
That's apparently what they're saying here. You cannot
That doesn't
say your
sound like
wishes.
something you'd wish for.
Wait, what did I wish for? Oh, I see. So she looked at what I wished for. We didn't exactly just say it. Oh, you made a wish for your brother. Your brother's deepest desire.
So you made a wish for him instead.
Damn.
Don't you worry. Paimon will help you find him, and we'll spend the next lantern rite together.
You know, I love that they're still including that, you know, because that's what the main journey is about with the Traveler, is finding the lost sibling. There's many theories on that, and I hope to make my own. I'm really, you know, I'm gathering enough information to make my own theory on what happened with the Traveler and whatnot. So it's just going based on information we know, and going based on information that, you know, we can gather from what's happened so far, right? So I love that we're getting this inclusion of he's out there somewhere. We still worry about them. Like, we're so preoccupied with other events that's going on, like, you know, searching for the other archons and maybe gathering information to see if they can help, possibly searching for that unknown god we know nothing about. So, you know, And Dainsleif even told us, like, yo, you know, just chill out. Go on your journey. You'll find what you're looking for. You know, just take it slow.
Then we'll release a gazillion shell lanterns to make up for all those wishes you've never had a chance to make.
If you're done with your carvings, you can hand over your azurite and vermilionite to me.
Miss Wong, yeah?
Oh, Chun Chung or Chang Chang. I'm not sure how.
Hello, Chang Chang.
Chang Chang.
What's up, little missy? Can't find your granddad?
Yo, she is a recurring character in this story.
My dad said he's busy and I should go play on my own.
I wonder if Chang Chang is modeled after somebody, or you know, it's probably just a character they made and a character they like including. But you know, sometimes when you make like a game, you tend to create certain characters in the image of somebody else, somebody you may know personally and whatnot. Not all the authors and, you know, people that create stories do that, but it's happened before. So Chang Chang is surprisingly a recurring character in a lot of story arcs, and she was also, you know, a bit relevant at the end of the Liyue arc. So that's what I'm saying, like, could Chang Chang be possibly the MiHoYo's president daughter or something? I don't know. I'm just saying.
I want a lantern, but I don't know how. Miss Wongya, could you help me make a cell lantern?
Sure thing, but promise me that you'll go back home as soon as we're done playing. With so many people at the festival, your granddad will be worried sick if you stay out too long.
Thank you, Miss Wongya. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
This is a thing as well that's happening during the Lantern Rite, where a lot of kids, surprisingly, they don't know how to make the Shao Lanterns. And I guess this is the year where a lot of them are learning. We actually did that side quest before, where we taught 2 of the kids how to make it. So I guess the girl, you know, she's really good friends with the kid, but the kid's dad was like sick, so he had to tend the shop like 24/7. He's like, no, my dad is sick, I have to take care of the shop, and the girl was worried, like, come on, let's go out and play like we used to, let's make a Shao Lantern. And we made a beautiful Shao Lantern for them. So
I certainly do. That's how I made my first Mora, helping visitors make Shao Lanterns by the docks. Ah, good times.
good times.
I should really stay here to keep an eye on the girl. Hey, could I bother you to go to the construction site at the dock and gather some building materials? Great, thanks. I appreciate it.
What are we doing now? Go to the construction site and collect the materials. All right. Which construction site? Oh, this one over here? You know, there was a side story that happened in the first part of the Lantern Rite. I never really did a video about it because, you know, I didn't know I could do the video in this format. You learn something new every day. I've had this PS4 for how many years? It must have been a recent update that they allowed to do this, but I mean, come on. I didn't know I could do this. I really didn't know.
Look over there. That guy's acting very suspicious. Don't you think?
Alright, so Paimon, you're saying that I should go there and intimidate him, right? Who else to do that than our boy Shao? To do the intimidating. Just walk up on him. What are you doing here?
Hey, what you doing?
I could be asking you the same thing.
What you staring at me like that for? Get gone!
How about you get gone?
Huh? Alright. If you all won't get gone, I'm just gonna get going myself, I guess.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's how you do it.
Thought he might be a shady character? Then he opened his mouth and now Paimon's sure of it.
That's how we gotta do it, Paimon, with authority. We gotta do this with authority.
He must have been up to something when he was crouching down on the ground, because as soon as he saw us approaching, he stood up and acted all innocent. Paimon has a bad feeling about this. What could he be up to? Let's investigate.
Another suspicious thing is that he's wearing a mask. Last thing I checked, we're not in a pandemic in this game, so, like, she's not wearing a mask. Why is she not wearing a mask, huh? Well, I saw somebody else. Why is this little girl not wearing a mask either? Wait, what? There's 2? Oh, what are they doing? What are they doing back here? Huh. You guys are kind of just hidden back here. Hopefully, don't do stuff that kids shouldn't be doing, okay? Anyway,
Well, this
yeah.
area is full of construction supplies for the Mingqiao lantern. Paper, oil, wood.
Okay.
All highly flammable materials!
Paimon, I hope you, don't come to the wrong assumption here. Don't assume something.
On the last day of the Lantern Rite, huge crowds come out to watch the Mingqiao lantern being released. It can't be a good sign if there's a suspicious character lurking around somewhere so dangerous. If he's been tampering with the stockpile of lantern supplies... Let's get the materials we came for first. We can tell Wangya about the situation when we get back.
You're taking this very seriously. Why? Yeah, I'm feeling like Paimon, you know, okay, he's suspicious, but do you think he's really out to get Liyue Harbor and freaking, like, put explosives in there or something? Come on. Come on now.
Because everyone in Liyue has worked really hard for this. No one should be allowed to spoil it, period. Oh, fine. There's so many delicacies in Liyue Harbor. Matsutake meat rolls, mora meat, almond tofu.
Okay, so at the end of it, it all boils down to food. That's cute. That's cute. Alright, so dude, what are you doing here?
Hey, what you doing? What you staring at me like that for? Get going! Alright. If you all won't...
So he says the same thing. Is he gonna go back to where he first saw him, or he just... Yeah, he's going back to where he first saw him. And then if we talk to him again, he's gonna say the same thing.
That should be enough. Let's get back to Wangya.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you, okay? You hear me? Good, good, good. Alright. So what was I saying before I got sidetracked and went on a tangent again? So there's a little side story that was included in the first part of the Lantern Rite that I didn't really do videos of. So it's CU. It's CU and the Wrench. Now, if you played this and you did that side story, and if you paid attention, you know what I'm talking about. So apparently, CU and the Wrench are childhood friends, and so the Wrench went out to follow his dreams. He went out to sea. He became a repairman for ships and whatnot. And apparently, CU, you know, she stayed behind. And she followed her dream too, and she actually accomplished it. She became a bride, and she is very wealthy thanks to her husband's success. So, to the Wrench's surprise, when he came back to Liyue Harbor, he found out that she had gotten married. So he's like, oh my god, no. Why? You know, they really did have like something special going on when they were younger. Of course, you know, they grew up together, but unfortunately she says that she's seen him as a brother. Now, I feel like he should have been at least more aggressive or state his intentions when they were younger, you know, because you know, I've seen enough anime to know where this is going. He was probably, we spoke to him, so he's a little bit on the shy side, so he didn't really state his feelings. He just kept it to himself, and he thought that he could just come back and still have her there to finally confess to her, like, look, I came back, I'm successful, I'm like this, that, and this. So, you know, I'm thinking like, wait, why did you do that? You know, you should have stated your intentions, like, look, see you, I'm gonna go off on a journey, I'm going to make myself better. When I come back, will you at least go out with me? Like, consider this. Like, I have feelings for you. So even then, you know, maybe she would have had a chance to wait for you to come back, and then you guys can, you know, get along. And also, shame on CU for still, like, depending on him for this stuff. You know, that's all I'm gonna say for now on that one. But that was a pretty interesting story that really stuck to me. I'm like, damn, dude. CU and the Wrench. That was interesting. Very interesting. All right, Wangya.
Did you get the materials?
Sure did.
Ah, yes, these will do. Let me make a shell lantern for Ching Ching.
We saw a shady character skulking around the highly flammable materials at the construction site. He looked like he was up to no good.
I see. Okay. Please inform the Ministry of Civil Affairs about what you saw. I'll talk to Jingming. With so many people visiting for the lantern, right? We can't afford to ignore something like this.
Exactly. This is the this is what you would call, you see something, say something. That's exactly what this is. We're saying something.
Miss Wangya, is something bad gonna happen at the lantern, right?
I wouldn't say
To
that.
a darling little angel like you, Chang Chang. Come on now, good girl. Head back to your granddad and don't get distracted along the way. We don't want to make him worry.
If I had to guess, it's probably there's probably some misunderstanding going on here, but it's that individual's fault for acting that way, and he's being rude too. Like, why would you immediately start raising suspicion alarm with somebody who's just approaching you? Like, you're obviously doing something you shouldn't be doing, and you got nervous and like, well, what are you doing? Why are you looking at me? Okay, I'm gonna just go over here, but stop staring at me, you know? Kind of sus. It's kind of sus. So who do we gotta talk to? The Ministry of Defense? One of these spearmen. The militia. Not this guy. Apparently he's not important enough. Not that guy either. Apparently he's just fodder. This guy. Jai? Jai? He must be like a lieutenant or something, right?
Halt! This is the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Oh, no, this is the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, we saw a shady-looking guy snooping around near the stockpile of highly flammable Mingxiao lantern supplies. We must defend the grilled tigerfish food stall at all costs.
There we go.
Goodness, this is a serious matter indeed.
Exactly what Paimon thought. Liyue Harbor's cuisine is the heart and soul of the city.
It seems we disagree on where the seriousness of the matter lies. But you're not wrong, my little friend.
Exactly.
Rest
That's exactly
easy.
what I was
The
saying.
Ministry of Civil Affairs has assigned a specialist to keep the lantern Rite safe. I will inform him of this matter and order him to step up vigilance in due course.
In due course? This is serious. Why not get your butt over there and tell him straight away?
I wish I could, but he's yet to return. He's taken a small team to Guili Plains.
Guili Plains. Alright.
But you're a traveler, aren't you? You've come all this way for the lantern Rite, and yet you are willing to lend a hand?
I mean, you said it yourself. I'm a traveler. I did come all this way, but what's it gonna take me to go back over there to get him and whatnot? Don't worry about it.
Sure. We're experts in this kind of stuff. We lend hands all the time. Oh,
Really? Huh. Then we are indebted to you. Travelers are so kind these days.
I just kind of cut her off, but yeah, you know, I'm starting to think about this, like this, like, you know, this is kind of happening after the whole Osile thing, you know, the Fatui attacking Liyue Harbor, basically, with Child being the one responsible for that.
Yes. No commission should go unpaid. I will take care of the compensation.
Compensation.
Again, thank you both.
So yeah, so there should be some like counter-terrorism thing, like who knows when something else could happen. So yeah, that's why it's good that you guys have a open mind about this, because you know the country of the United States wasn't all high security all the time. It was after 9/11 that really the world changed. How we see things in the world really changed after that event. So you know, just wanted to throw my 2 cents in there. All right, we are back. That loading screen took a long time. This time I stayed my mouth shut, so I don't have to include it. This video is probably already long enough. I have to be careful not to go past the hour mark, because, you know, that's when the recording stops. Alright, so what's down here? Thought I saw a hilly churl.
it's a hilly churl blockade. There's so many of them. Why
Alright, I
would
see a
we gather
geoshield.
together like this? We
I'll
can't
just
let them
destroy
get away
this
with being a menace
first.
to the people here. Let's show them what we've got.
Alrighty then. There we go. You know, Barbara is usually a better companion with Shao because of the active healing. With Diona, it's a little more complicated. Let me see here. Trying to take care of these guys first. Got him. All right, let's start. Oh, I have a Claymore user. I forgot. Sometimes these guys, I forget kind of how to play against them. I think it's good enough to play with Shao when he has like the shield on as well. Oh, got him. All right. Oh, did I take out the barricades?
Who are you?
Why are you so... Why are you scared? We just helped you.
Oh, thank you. If it weren't for your help, today may have ended quite differently. I'm in charge of keeping the Lantern Rite safe. A lot comes out of the woodwork at this time of year. There are thieves around every corner. I encountered one during my patrol just now, so I called a few men and we pursued them out here. Once we got here, we decided to split up. I was searching this area. The thief seems to have made a clean getaway, and I sure didn't bank on these monsters being here. I was just assessing whether it would be better to send for reinforcements or find another way to disperse them. And that's when you showed up and dealt with them. And thank goodness. I don't know how long it would have taken for the others to get here. Well, I need to get back to looking for that thief. But thanks for your help. Until next time.
Wait a second. We're not done here.
Oh, is there something else? Another one? It's interminable. Right. When I get back, I'll get the other troops to be extra vigilant in the area. In the middle of the festival, too. What are they up to?
Do you get the feeling...
Perhaps we should take this into our own hands.
I think so too. With our wealth of experience adventuring far and wide, we should be able to get to the bottom of this. So let's go back to the place where we witnessed the shady-looking guy. Paimon hears from patrol officers that criminals love to go back for another look at the crime scene after the event. It's a psychological thing, apparently.
Yeah, the crime hasn't even happened.
That's why there's no time to lose. When there's highly flammable materials involved, once the crime happens, it'll be too late.
Good thinking, Paimon, good thinking. Even though your priorities are set somewhere else, good thinking, good thinking. So, let's go back to Liyue Harbor to... Where are we going? Here? Alright, let's go. By the way, guys, just quickly take a look at how I organize my party members here. So I've seen a lot of people that they usually put their main DPS first. I guess that would make sense in PC because you just get accustomed to like whatever number they're on, like 1, 2, 3, or 4. So I've seen a lot of like, especially YouTubers, they say like, oh, your main DPS should always be number 1 because that's the one you're gonna hit. And I'm like, it just depends on how you get used to it. Like for the PS4, I think I like it how it's just I hit one of the D-pad buttons and quickly I just get used to like who's in rotation. The way I set them up is I try to set them up in the order of, well, just tell me, what does it look like to you? How am I ordering them? Can you tell? Well, I'm ordering them from small to big, basically, in terms of height. So the character who's the smallest versus the character who's the tallest. So, yep. So D-Luke is always going to be like at the end because he's a really tall character. And if there's no D-Luke, it's going to be Ningguang at the end, as you can see. Sometimes it gets a little complicated, like with Barbara. Barbara right here looks a little taller than Sucrose, but it's because of the hat that they're wearing. So Barbara's technically smaller than Sucrose, you know, like that. So that's just my team composition, how I do it. I don't really follow meta. I'm sorry, Shao, that's absurd, but you know, I don't follow the meta. Jeez. Not to be so offensive by that, you know? Anyway, we're going back to the scene of the crime, or where the crime has yet to happen. I just love the ambience right now of Liyue Harbor. Like, it's so amazing. I can't stress enough how amazing it is, how I love how it is here.
Aha! Knew it!
Should we should chase after him, for sure.
There's another person!
Oh, Shao. I guess we're gonna change characters. You know, it's funny when you see two Shao standing next to each other. Why is it doing that? What the heck was that? That's like a little glitch, especially if I'm facing this way. What? That's crazy. That is crazy. You find little things in the game, man. Little things in the game. Look at that. I'm not doing that. It's like she's trying to climb down the steps. Are you okay? Maybe Daiono will have a better shot at that. No? Are you gonna do it to the other step? Guess not. Anyway, Xinyan. Let's approach Shao. So Shao, you're actually keeping an eye on things. Good stuff.
What are you doing here?
We're trying to enjoy the festival, man. What do you mean?
Huh? Shao? Are you here for the festival?
I have no interest in Lantern Rite. I sensed a malign influence here. I'm here to investigate. When a shackle is loosened in the realms of deities and demons, I take full responsibility. But this time, the threat comes from the mortal world. Your world. Thus you shall take full responsibility, mortal traveler. When the time comes, I hope you shall act promptly and decisively. I do not wish for the tassel of the polearm that has slaughtered countless demons to become stained with mortal blood.
Well, Shao, if you're worried about that, it's kind of a little late. You know, with those treasure hoarders and whatnot. Yeah, let me not say anything.
What's this?
A symbol that your suspected evildoer left behind.
Is this supposed to be like a gang or something?
Doesn't look familiar to Paimon.
Well, you will have to show me how much you can accomplish on your own strength. Because if I become involved, there is a possibility that the streets of Liyue Harbor will be painted red this Lantern Rite.
Well, that sounds terrible. Let's not be impulsive. Why don't we figure out the origins of this symbol first? The one the suspected criminal left behind. Oh! Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Kaya will know something about it.
Why Kaya? Oh yeah, Kaya does have some history with the treasure hoarders, doesn't he? Damn, this was like so early on when I first started playing Genshin Impact, where again, I wasn't really paying too much attention to the story. So in the early days, we did a little story, a side quest with Kaya about him like supposedly being a pirate, and we were finding treasure. And you know, we took it upon ourselves to keep the treasure for ourselves, and then, you know, we could have gone either route, either tell him about the location or go there first and look at and check it out, but apparently it was a trap all along. I'm trying to like study it, but oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I had this open to like zoom in on it, but yeah, I'm not really like, it looks like it's a bird symbol around the little wish star. Anyway, it also looks like a resin down there as well. But let's see where we gotta go. Where do we gotta go? Are we gonna go all the way to Mondstadt? Dude, 2,905 meters away. We're definitely going back to Mondstadt here.